We've already discussed using text boxes and variables for input and output. The few things that I wanted to add with this slide are the more improved formatting when using toString method and the use of masked text boxes, input box and message box objects. ToString method converts numbers into their string equivalent, displaying the special characters such as $sign and %sign and desired number of digits. The main three number formats are shown at the top of the slide. Masked text box uses its mask property to restrict input to digits with mask 0, letters with mask L, and has a number of customized formats for phone numbers, zip codes, etc. Input box is used when we want to prompt the user to enter a piece of information at a given point in the code execution. User response is typically assigned to a variable that can then be used for some purpose. The opposite action is achieved with message box object and its show method. Often used for debugging purposes or testing, finding errors, message box is also useful to display information to the user at a certain point in the code execution. Switch back to VB and let's demonstrate some of these input-output formatting features. Some of the others will be demonstrated during our in-class projects and assignments. First, let's convert the value of payment variable to string and display it as currency with 2 decimals using the following line of code. Right here under the first slide 7 comment, txt payment.text equals payment as a variable dot toString, tab that in, open parentheses and type C. So the capital C is going to convert the payment to a string. It's going to put a $sign in front of it and 2 decimals. Let's demonstrate the result by saving, running, and hitting the calculate button. The last value of the payment variable was $256.167 or something like that, which was rounded to 2 decimals and displayed as a currency symbol 256.17. Then let's show the rate or interest rate formatted as a percentage with only 1 decimal using the following line of code. txt payment.text equals, in parentheses, rate divided by 100, because we know it's not in a fractional format at this point, dot toString, and in parentheses and double quotes let's type a P1 as in percent with 1 decimal. Before we can run it, we have to uncomment the rate variable assignment, otherwise it's not going to work. Start, type 2.56, click calculate, and you should get 2.6% as a result. Finally, let's demonstrate the use of input box and message box objects. Assign the value to full name string variable using input box function as follows. Full name equals input box method or function, open parentheses, please enter your name as a prompt. And then display the result in the txt payment.text box. Now before we run it, let's make sure we again comment out the rate so we don't get tripped with it. Save everything, run, click calculate. You'll notice the please enter your name input box popping up. Then you type your name like Vedran Lelas and click OK, and you'll get that displayed right back to you in the txt payment text box. In addition to using the text box, we can display the name you entered in the message box with the following line of code. Message box, dot show, open parenthesis, and then in double quotes, the name you entered was colon and then a space, and then after the closing double quote, ampersand to concatenate or add, append the full name variable to this string. Save, run, click calculate, type your name in the input box, click OK, and then you'll show your name echoed back to you in both text box as well as in the message box. Click OK and end the program. And now let's get back to the presentation for one more slide.